Turn to your neighbor and say, never lose focus.
Never lose focus.
Next point, power up. Power up. Power up. Power up. It says in verse 7, break camp and advance into the hill country of the Amorites. Now this is good stuff. Stop asking God to make you comfortable. We get on our knees and pray before God. God, please fix it, God. Please make it better, God. Please. God says, I got you here for a reason. I made you uncomfortable because in your discomfort is where you can really receive my will for your life. It's when you're uncomfortable and you don't know your way out that you have no other choice than to trust in me. I got you here for a reason, man. I got you here for a reason. God says, break camp, break camp. What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean?
Now, let's look at what break camp is. Me and Pastor, I talked about this morning. I woke up and said, wow, break camp means to disassemble. Right? Disassemble everything that you have, take it and move. The reason why you have to disassemble some things is because you can't carry it whole by itself to the next level.
Woo,
God started speaking to me with this thing. He said, Pastor said, with this drum set, if Scooby would try to stand up and take this entire thing with him by himself, is it possible?
In one piece, at one time.
To get to the next level, is it possible? He would have to disassemble it. Right? See, this is where Habakkuk 2 and 2 come into play. It says, write the vision, make it plain so that what? Others who read it will run with it. So therefore, he can't even carry this by himself if he wants to go to the next level. He will have to disassemble it and get people to help him carry it to the next level.
That's right.
So God told me this. Sometimes when you have a vision and you think that a next level means all of this stuff that I had at this level will disappear, he said no. All of the stuff that you had at this level plus this level will magnify. It doesn't get easier, you guys. It gets harder. You can't carry your vision to the next level all in one piece. That means sometimes you may have to drop a few people along the way. Sometimes there's too much weight based on what you're carrying to the next level. Sometimes you need other people to help you. This is where relationships come into play. Sometimes you need to gather more people on your team to help you get to the next level because now you have just broke camp.
And imagine this, and they said that, I remember reading that it used to take almost 2 weeks to set up Michael Jackson's show set. The set that he did all the moonwalking on, it took 2 weeks to set up his actual set. So they would have to schedule his tour dates like in monthly increments. Y'all would imagine Michael Jackson staying in the city for 2 weeks just to get people, or he would book out the biggest arena and then just be off for 2 weeks so they could move his set, take it apart, disassemble the move it. What's happening is, if he tries to imagine trying to move that set from Amsterdam all the way to LA in one piece. Impossible. Matter of fact, if they do it, somebody gonna get hurt because they're carrying too much weight on their back. You can't move something too big by yourself trying to get somewhere and you get there productively. You gotta move it with help and you gotta break it down. So it said break camp. It said break camp. It said break camp for a reason.
So we're praying for God to elevate us, but then we get mad at the pressure. He just said something. It'll be too big. I remember all the time I would call Pastor when he was on the road and I said, hey, when you guys leaving? He said, well, the set already left.
Already gone.
The set left a week before them, and then they would get on the plane and then follow the set. And then I couldn't really understand why that was happening, but now I realize sometimes you can ask God for something and not realizing that you're asking for pressure. Sometimes you can ask God for something not realizing that you're asking him for weight. Sometimes you can ask God for something and you don't even realize what comes with the territory of the thing that you're asking him for. When God told us that we were doing 3D, we said, Lord God, well, what do we need? People. When people comes a whole lot of different things. You had to deal with a whole lot of different personalities. But guess what? That's what it takes. That's what it takes to operate a ministry successful. So sometimes you can ask God for something and then you wonder why your life seems like it's getting harder. Guess what he said? You asked for it.
Listen, if me and my wife try to keep building, amen, I don't want to cut that.
No.
But if me and my wife keep trying to build this church by ourselves, it will never grow. It's not until we learn how to break into pieces, break camp, and extract assignments to each individual person that's sitting in this room before we can actually duplicate and delegate and become a real church of size and stature with voice in the community and resources to be able to make a real difference. It's not until we get it off our back. We used to clean the church. We used to cook. We used to, we used to do everything. I've stopped doing videos. I've stopped doing sound. I'm taking my hands away and I'm delegating so I can grow. I'm not just saying that to you guys. I'm saying that to you guys to do in your life, in your assignments, at your job, at your house, in your family, whatever it is. You've got to begin to duplicate and extract yourself so you can grow.
Women, the reason why we're so tired, all my women make some noise. Woo! I'm talking to you, I'm teaching you. This is life application. The reason why we can't be proficient in the things that we're doing because we don't understand how to break camp. We need to segment, we need to break up things. I don't care if it's Monday, laundry. Only on Mondays you do laundry. Only on Tuesdays you do this. Only on Wednesday. And guess what? Delegate. Delegate a friend. Delegate. You know what? We don't like to get along. And I saw this in myself last night. We had about 800 to 1,000 people in here yesterday. Come on, give God praise. Pastor blessed a group of students, Stevenson High School. They told this group of kids that they couldn't use the building at the last minute, and thank God we were here to be able to be a blessing to the community. Amen. 3D Church. But we were here at the bistro. It was so many people. And this one lady, she came by, she said, Lady T, you want me to help you? And me being me, I said, no, we got it. And Pastor looked at me like, crazy woman, don't you see it's about 100 people that need stuff? And he looked at me crazy like, see, this why your tail be falling out, and then you want to look at me like I'm crazy. So he gave me a look, and then I kind of said,
I said all that with my eyes, by the way.
Right, but it made me think, what makes us say, no, I don't need help?
That's good. That's good. Wow.
We have to get in the position and in the mind frame that we need other people. There's nothing wrong with saying, hey, help me.
Yes, that's good.
That's called breaking camp.
Hey, help me.
To separate some things
Yes,
and get
ma'am.
people in the places and the positions that they need to be in. And you need to get the right people.
Amen.
Because you can ask somebody to carry that bass drum. Now, a little baby that's 2 years old can't carry that bass drum, and then it's going to have a hole in it. Sometimes we put people in the wrong position to carry stuff they ain't got no business carrying. And then we get mad at them when they don't carry it the right way.
That's right.
I said, because food, they wouldn't need to carry that. That's too big for them. You should just hand them a symbol or something.
Can I give y'all a secret?
Preach.
The perfect solution to every problem is the right person.
Amen.
That never fails. Listen to me. Also, one of the biggest issues, I'm going to keep it moving, but also one of the biggest issues in business, the hardest moments in any company, any small business owners in here, raise your hand. Small business owners, just getting started, I've been around for a few years. The hardest part of any business is hiring an employee. Right. You can't imagine taking this $25 you just made and giving it away. After you did all this work. Can I talk to just a few people that's really, it's just, you look at that contract, you say, man, that's a $600 contract. I can't imagine giving $300-400 away. But the biggest companies in the world had to learn the principle, and they had to suffer through the stage one of delegation, hiring somebody to help. You cannot do it all by yourself. That's a nugget for any independent business owner. Like, it's okay to give away the $400 to make the $200 if you got 20 contracts coming in. You can give the $300 away and make the other $3, and you ain't got to do nothing but sit at home if you're small with it. I'm just talking, just nugget. There ain't got to be an amen on that one. That's just an hey, that's an ouch, or I just can't talk with my mouth full. It's either one of the two. It's cool. So next part about powering up and acquiring the power that you have is understanding how to show yourself approved. Understanding this is what's crazy, right? They went and gathered intel before they left, because what happens is let me do just a little bit of back, and we're gonna get out of here, backstory. But what's happening here is Moses, and they just crossed the Red Sea. Anybody know the story? They know Moses crossed the Red Sea. Pharaoh, let my people go, and they got drowned in the ocean, and they walked. And on the other side, they expected the promised land, but they wander in the wilderness for 40 years after they won that victory. So that's one victory, and then they have another victory to get to. Now they realize that they got Amorites and Hittites and all the ites. Somebody say, look out for your ites.
Look out for your
That's
eyes.
what we're gonna call our haters from now on. Ites. You just an ite. Stop iting on me. Whatever that means. So understand this. So you got your ites, and they realize I got ites. So the reason I know they studied their opponent and they studied their next level is because guess what? They called them by name. They said, break camp and advance into the hill country of the Amorites. That means I know what's ahead of me. What I'm saying to somebody in this room is, you know what's ahead of you. You just need to study to show yourself approved to get there. You need to study. You need to gather intel on your issues. Gather intel on the next level. If you want to raise in money, then you need to start studying how to manage money. I'm just talking truth. There's principle. If you want to go to the next level, you gotta prepare. You gotta send out dispatching angels that's gonna go before you and prepare the table and say, this is where you're going next. Study to show yourself approved. There's no way we can go up without studying. Hear me. They studied their opponent. They knew him by name.
Call it out.
By name.
By name. Sometimes you just gotta call that thing and say, man, I got a nasty attitude.
That's right.
So you thought I was gonna call somebody else out. No. Sometimes we just got a problem with ourselves. Sometimes we need to fix our face expressions. Sometimes we need to just fix the way we think. We just think wrong sometimes. You gotta call that thing out by name. You gotta say, man, I got a spending problem.
That's right.
You know what? I need to learn how to treat people better.
Preach.
You gotta call it out by name so you can understand. The only way I can get to my next level is if I'm truthful and understand exactly who I am as a person, so God can work on me. So when I get to that level, I don't have to deal with the same issues that I'm dealing with right here, because I understand when I come from this level, I'm just taking stuff from this level to this level, and if it's bad stuff on this level, I don't need to go to my next level.
Before God can give you more, He desires to know He can trust you with what you already got.
Yes.
Why would He give you $1 million if you can't handle 10?
Yes.
It's the principle. I know. I'm the ouch preacher. I get it. She's the motivational uplifter. I just step on toes. I get it. But before God can give you a good man with it, you gotta. I guess you can't trust the one you got now. That ain't gonna work, huh? You gotta trust that you're prepared to handle.
Obviously.
Because I guess it's the man you want now that you want to be with forever. Next point.
Amen.
Somebody say, get on my level.
Get over.
So close, but so far. We might end right here today. So close, but so far. I see I have given you this land. Go in and take possession of the land the Lord swore He would give to your fathers.
What's the first word?
The first word I see
See.
is see.
Say it loud.
See.